Hello and welcome. You're watching Markets Today. I'm Sakshi Batra, and on this edition, I'm going to help you understand how the markets have really opened on the last trading session of this entire week, which has been an entirely volatile week, so to speak, as far as the stock markets go. But it has been, as a breather to all the investors, a very positive opening. The markets have opened much higher than what they had been looking like in terms of the SGX Nifty indications as well. Almost 1% up now for both the benchmarks, the Sensex and the Nifty, minutes after opening into the trading session as well. And it's a broad based buying that you're seeing, be it the mid cap, small caps, or the entire sectoral indices back as well. Everything is in the green and is giving some kind of a breathing relief after this entire volatile week. And most of the session showing some kind of a major decline coming in all across. So this is going to be cheered by most of the investors, which have been confused about the kind of fall that we had been witnessing, a sharp free fall in the stock markets over the last 5 or 6 odd trading sessions. Sensex rose about 500 points right at the opening tick, also increased those levels as well as we build on to the gains. The Nifty also reclaimed the 17,200 mark. ID stocks gained as well, which have been so many a laggard for so many days as well. Among this Sensex, the 30 pack Sensex as well. If you talk about some of the stocks that are in action, NTPC, Tata Steel, Bharti Airtel, Titan, Wipro, Bajaj Finance, IndusInd Bank, and M&M were the top gainers as far as the opening action goes. Also, the benchmark indices fairly positive after being subdued amid the global sell-off that we've been seeing all across the last week too. 57,774 at the opening level for the Sensex, 17,258 at the opening tick for the Nifty as well. Apart from this, the broader markets, mid and small cap indices also in the green zone, up over 1% each, respectively. This is despite the kind of sell off that we've been witnessing from the FIIs, which again sold shares worth 6,266 crore rupees in yesterday's trading session, whereas DIIs bought net of 2881 crore rupees of equity in the previous trading session. Apart from this, it is the last trading session of this entire week. Of course, there are some mixed trends that were coming on the back of the global cues that we were seeing, but broad-based gains led by financials, oil and gas, IT, auto, metals, and even power and realty are helping the indices to really gain some strength in today's trading session. A whole host of focus will be on the earnings as well today. 3i Infotech, AU Small Finance Bank, Bajaj Healthcare, Bajaj Electronics, Blue Dart, Britannia, Central Bank, Chambal Fertilizers, Crompton Greaves, Deepak Fertilizers, Dixon Technologies, also GE Shipping, GSFC, Happiest Mind Technologies, and Kitex Garments, then L&T, Marico, Max Financials, MRPL, Nokri, NIIT, Oberoi Realty, Shriram City, Union Finance, Suslon, Tata Coffee, TCI Express, Tirumalai Chemicals, United Breweries, all of these companies will be reporting their results today. As of the stocks that have already come out with their earnings and they are in active move today, you do have a whole host of stocks that are in action, including stocks like Canara Bank and the entire PSU banking space that showed some up move right after Canara Bank reported positive set of numbers. There is positive news flow as well. Of course, RBL Bank as well, the private sector lender, reported a 6% year-on-year increase in the net profit at 156 odd crore rupees for the October to December quarter. So keep an eye out on the PSU banking and the private banking space as well, because they have been gaining strength in the last one or two odd trading sessions. TVS Motor is very, very active. It's up about 5% odd in the opening action. The flagship company of the 8.5 billion TVS Group has acquired 75% stake in the Swiss E-Mobility Group, or SEMG, for $100 million, or about 750 odd crore rupees. So keep an eye out on that. The e-mobility space is going to see some more action coming up, and more acquisitions coming in into this space will keep this space alive, and the stocks also alive as well. Now, talk about Bharti Airtel from the telecom space. The telecom space has been buzzing in action, but Bharti Airtel today is one of the most active stocks on the Nifty pack. The telecom major has informed the BSE that its subsidiary Airtel Africa has been inducted into the London Stock Exchange's FTSE 100 index. Airtel Africa listed on LSE in June 2019 and had a market cap of $7.5 billion as of January 26. So keep an eye out on Bharti Airtel in the domestic space as well. Of course, Google has also invested in Bharti Airtel. That's a big one coming in for Bharti Airtel too, also helping the stock really rise in today's trading session. Remember, Google has already tied up with Reliance Jio before, and they have tied up for making one of the cheapest smartphones in the Indian market. And now with a tie-up in Airtel, we can understand a whole lot of buzz is going to be taking place in the telecom space. Overall, the markets are quite healthy in the early opening action. How do we proceed from here, and what are the triggers that we see from here? Of course, all the worst was priced in, as most of our experts have been telling us, with respect to the Fed signals on rate hikes, on inflation, on oil prices. Oil prices also softened a bit in the overnight trading session, lending some support to the overall sentiment on the street. We'll keep you updated with all the market move and the news from the business world as well. So do stay tuned on to Business Today. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel to not miss any of the news that you would be interested in the world of business and personal finance as well. And also, you can stay connected with us via all our social media handles. That's Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. Thanks a lot for tuning in.